Oh, there you go. There it is.
There
X
it
Talk
is.
Live coming at you 4 p.m. Eastern weekdays.
That's right.
It's the one, the only Chris Grass Taylor in the big chair for you today. Sitting here with the one, the only Miss Zero Dark Kitty in the big chair too.
I am also big chair.
Yes, you are. You are the sequel.
I am the sequel. There is no equal.
There's no yeah. Whatever you said. I'm just going to go with that. So welcome to the Furycast Network, bringing you the special edition X Talk Live today.
It's a special edition today.
It is.
Because now with more pets.
Well, yes. yes. I've succumbed to the pressure of the board of directors.
Yes.
And we have more pets. Apparently, our audience wants pets.
Yes.
One of our listener viewers is here right now, and his profile pic is his pet. So
That's
you
right.
know,
Everybody loves the pets. Yes.
we're gonna go with the pets.
Right.
I'm like, hey, call me crazy. I just want to do a video cast with you and me. And,
We will on
we'd
our
be
special shows.
on the screen. People would know,
Yes.
hey, I know that guy.
That's our special shows as a treat for our loyal viewers.
our lawyer.
Yes.
That's a treat for our
viewers.
lawyer. See, I want to be spotted at Walmart and sign an autograph,
Right.
right?
Soon. It's
What a-
only our third episode of the rebrand, so our
know.
9th episode technically of the whole thing. So we will get there.
Yes,
Mm.
yes. So, folks watching, you're probably wondering, geez, that is an absolutely fantastic freaking logo.
It is, isn't it?
God, it epitomizes everything that there is. It's all in there. No matter what yeah, whatever. It's there. It's like the best logo ever.
I agree.
And you're looking at it, you're like, well, okay, this is great, guys. I'm looking at it. I see it. What isn't there supposed to be something else there? If it's not going to be you guys,
Right.
what's it going to be?
Exactly.
Well, I'm glad you asked
Right.
because I've got to do it now. I don't want to do it. I don't want to hit this button, but I'm about to hit a button that is going to take X Talk Live over the precipice of sanity.
No, it's going to take us into the stratosphere of viewership
Okay.
because we have me and you and the top stories of the day.
Mm-hmm.
We have a close of a show, which is Stephen Mintz-Fafos
Right.
of the day.
Yeah.
And now we have pets.
What I'm about to reveal.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, we don't want to give it away.
It is the trifecta of entertainment. That's what it is.
That's right. You won't see anything like this in Las Vegas.
Or anywhere.
No.
Right.
Well, there's probably a reason for that. Okay, well, I'll tell you. We got
From the mind of Kitty.
We got 52 folks on X right now. Do us a favor. See who's right here.
Okay.
If you think Zero Dark Kitty
Why
is...
don't you show them what I'm talking about first?
I'm about to. If you think that Zero Dark Kitty is right in what I'm about to unveil here, then like and retweet the video space.
All right. Okay.
If you think she's on crack, just don't like and share the video space. Just don't do it, okay? Okay, here we go.
He doesn't know how to do that. It's if you like the space, retweet it. If you like the idea, retweet it. If you don't like or whatever. If you don't,
Come on.
if you like the idea, like it. If you don't like the idea, retweet it.
That's what.
Then, yes.
No, well, no. What?
That way your show still gets out, whether people like it or not, silly.
Yeah, but then we're just spreading the suck.
No, we're,
Okay, okay, whatever.
don't let him fool you. He is a bigger sucker for our pets than I am.
Don't like it. Don't retweet it. Don't do nothing. Just sit there and revel in the awe that is. Revel in the awe that is this.
Oh, revel,
There it is.
revel in the fur.
There it is.
There it is.
That's what
I
you.
still am not seeing it.
That's apparently what you get here at
Oh,
X
there
Talk.
it is.
X Talk Live now.
Yay!
Mhm.
It's the pets.
Can we at least do the voiceovers? Hey, what are you looking at?
You can do the voiceovers.
Meow, I'm looking at you, jerkbod.
Aw, that's so cute.
Okay.
You can't deny that it's cute.
Well, no, but let's talk about the end of the world. Let's talk about
We are.
the deep state.
We are going to do all of that in spades because I have absolutely much to say today.
You do.
But we're going to do it with pets.
Well, I mean, I guess.
It's like the cherry on top of the of the live stream cake.
Well, we've already got Bubba. He says I love it.
See,
So,
yeah,
I guess
there you go.
We
See,
can't.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'll just have to deal.
You will.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so you love it? Okay, good. You love it. All right.
Love
now
it.
let's talk about Hamas.
No, we're kidding. OMG. Yes.
Here's Rover and Cleo, the kitty, and Hamas.
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh, I just had a brilliant idea for a show. Oh. Okay, we'll discuss later. Okay.
Yes, on with the show. Well, see now. Now here's the first problem with your little trifecta of awesomeness here.
I see no problem.
We review the stories that matter to you, of course, through the Browsertron 5000.
Right, and where the fire used to go is where my pets go.
Oh, well, you should have probably said something about that like 3 hours ago.
I did, actually.
Oh, did you?
Don't tell me you didn't set it up that way.
No, but no, because what I did was let's go to the Browsertron and see what I did.
Yes, let's see what you did.
The amazing XtalkLIVE logo. Yes, here it is.
That's where the pets are supposed to be.
Well, if the pets are there and
The pets are
right. You're talking about the upper right corner.
Yeah, wherever the fire used to go. You're kidding.
Well, no, because you see, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Station.
You can't see. We're limited by monetary constraints here. We have budgeting concerns here, ladies and gentlemen.
That is not what our limitation is, apparently.
No, because if you want this on the big screen, like I know you do, right?
No, I wanted it where the fire goes.
But then it's tiny and people can't see it. See?
Fine, they'll have to look even closer for the awesome. It's just like
Really, you want them to squint?
we could always make the chat box a little smaller, but
Well, then we can't see Bubba.
we can see Bubba just fine at half that height.
Oh God, here we go.
The drama.
It's not drama.
It's drama.
There's no drama. What are you talking about? Okay, now I know.
drama.
Hey, you know what? Hey, there's always tomorrow.
There goes my big premiere of pets
Do you mean I've screwed the entire show?
that you have, essentially.
So I should be fired. Okay. All right. Well, you have fun with tomorrow, and I'll see you later.
Again, like the pet's love that he has, don't let him fool you. He can't stay away from this, so.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. He even made his own custom headphones that you'll get to see in our special episode.
No, you'll never get to see them because we're exclusive. You don't get to see us.
We're exclusive except for the special episodes.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be on the live stream every day, then get me a maid and a cook and a driver for the children.
Right.
Then I'll be on the live stream every day. There you go. Deal?
I'm okay with everything but the driver for the children. They can walk. Do them nothing but good.
No, it's too far.
No.
And dangerous.
It's not far enough.
It is.
It's really not.
All right.
Right. So
On to the show.
I guess we'll have to just suck up with Crash's anti-pets layout
It's
here.
sabotage, I'm telling you. It's sabotage. That was what that was.
I actually work for BlackRock, so that yeah. It's my job to do that. I'm sorry. I hope
Shocker.
you'll understand.
That explains much.
Well, that takes us to our first post today from Illuminati Coin.
Who sees who? Bubba says he sees somebody. Who do you see? Now I'm freaking out.
Oh, right. There's that other camera.
What? You better be lying.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You better not know what I'm talking about. Okay,
That's
moving on. What the heck is that?
I don't know. Mute your phone, maybe.
I did. I did mute my phone.
Illuminati Coin post today. BlackRock CEO and his demonic pals over at the world, all over the world, seem to think that freedom is over and that we must serve them now. It's all about slavery and forcing you to comply by any means necessary. And yes, I'm about to roll the video.
Yes.
Which I couldn't do if we had
Well,
pets.
if we had pets
on
where
there.
the XtalkLIVE logo was, we could.
I'm telling you, you're not going to like that because it's like
I'm going to love it.
You're gonna be, no,
I'm going to love it because I would see the pets. Even if I saw one tail or a little whisker or a bean of a paw, I would be happy.
You're going to be like sending me out to Walmart. Go buy a magnifying glass so I can zone in on that up there. No, it's too tiny.
I'm glad that we had a 2 signature sign off on that consensus.
Can we just listen to the globalist pig tell us what we're supposed to be doing?
Yes, roll it.
All right.
You now make a point of that's an investment criteria for you.
Well, behaviors are going to have to change, and this is one thing we're asking companies. You have to force behaviors, and at BlackRock we are forcing behaviors. 54% of the incoming class are women. We added 4 more points in terms of diverse employment this year. And what we're doing internally is if you don't achieve these levels of impact, your compensation could be impacted, okay?
We're doing the same thing.
And so it's just, you have to force behaviors. And if you don't force behaviors, whether it's gender or race or just any way you want to say the composition of your team, you're going to be impacted. And that's just not recruiting, it is development, as Ken said. And ultimately, it's still going to take time, but I am just as much shocked as Ken is that we have not seen more opportunities. We're going to have to force change.
Okay.
You now make a point.
Yeah, I'm first and foremost, I'm going to apologize to the audience because clearly the clickbaity Illuminati coin guy had to,
Right. Add his own
merge in
soundtrack. What was that?
Some groovy elevator tunes and drown the guy out at the end.
That was my bad because I never watch all of the clips because I want to watch them and get my genuine reaction to them.
Right.
I want to watch it live on the show. So sorry about that. I should have listened. But, that's why we have 2 really expensive mixers, right? There was nothing you could do about that, huh? I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
First my pets.
She's blaming me.
First my pets, and now
This clickbaity scumbag
Tens of
puts out
thousands of
a
dollars of
mixed
equipment.
video where he's and I'm supposed to just eliminate all those frequencies and still make it so he can hear the bald asshole tell us that we're slaves.
strike 2. Yep. Okay.
No.
Well, there's a reason I wanted to play this clip because this story is about the UHG's CEO that got executed, assassinated, what have you, in Manhattan this morning.
Yeah.
And
Probably because he didn't get rid of the music.
well, here's the thing is that UHG's the biggest shareholders is BlackRock, among other things. Obviously, Vanguard, BlackRock, they're all the same piece of crap.
Right.
And I hear people talking about it all the time that it was like some disgruntled patient who was denied coverage or care by this dude, and that's why he was killed. And that is not ringing to me in any kind of way.
No, it seems too obvious to go to, yeah.
And it was an assassination by the description of what occurred. They haven't mentioned, or at least I haven't seen. If anybody has, please put it in the chat. But from what I understood this morning when I first saw this story, it's a white guy who was lying in wait deliberately to assassinate him. So if that's the case, then it's more likely it was people of his own ilk that wanted to get rid of him for whatever reason. Maybe he was going to say stuff he shouldn't have said, or he saw something he shouldn't have seen, or didn't go along with whatever they wanted to do to save their necks now that we, the people, are closing in worldwide on all their crap, right? But it seems more to me to be something like that than, you know, the husband of some wife who had cancer and was denied care or treatment or something like that. That's good for the movies. But
It is. It is. And they put out more than enough movies for us to relate to that and feel that that's probably really what happened.
exactly.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think so, Tim.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the globalists, the cabal cleaning house because things are getting close.
Okay.
Bit conspiracy theory for you, sure, but hasn't the last decade been entirely conspiracy theory?
Oh, it's been absolutely crazy, and the stuff that's come out and happened that just reaffirms everything is equally as crazy.
Exactly.
And just about it in every facet of life too. It's not just restricted to politics and big business.
No, not at
No,
all. The
it's
aliens,
everything.
the food,
Yeah.
everything, drugs. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
the cartels actually working for the U.S. government, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But I mean, in that kind of a setting,
Yeah.
there could be a million motivations for an
The
assassination.
wife could have hired him,
yes.
you know, but we don't have all the particulars yet. But I just wanted to throw out there that my gut is that it's not a disgruntled loved one of a patient.
No.
So, yeah. And then, you know, people are digging into this BlackRock connection.
Right.
So that's, I guess, foremost on my mind. And because I suspect everybody of everything, knowing what we know now, you know, that just seems much more likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I did want to discuss that a little bitty bit. Yeah.
So, well, here's a question for you.
Yes.
A lot of people talk about BlackRock and Vanguard, and they talk about the sheer size of the corporations and
Right.
their holdings.
Trillions and trillions of dollars.
Yeah, oh yeah. And don't forget, these corporations buy into all kinds of stuff you wouldn't even think in a million years they'd be interested in.
Right.
Right.
It's all about control.
Well, it is. And it's like so much so they have their own armies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the first time I ever heard of BlackRock, they were a private military mercenary contractor.
Really?
Yeah, in use in the Middle East. Yep. That's the first time I ever heard of them.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I mean, they're into everything. They're into making toilet paper. They're into, wristwatches. They're into, right?
Are they into baby cows and kids? Because that's what we're missing. Just throwing that out there.
See, yeah, I don't know that whole thing. I still haven't found the website to go buy them. Like, it's supposed to be this.
I'm not talking
incredible-
about that. I'm talking about the pet clips that the people are missing out on.
Well, see?
Yeah.
See? There we go.
Yeah.
Look at them run.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. Look at them run as the numbers of live viewers keep climbing.
Well, and
That's
oh,
because
is
I
that-
promised pets. That's why. And now you made me a liar. I said now with more pets.
No, I didn't. What are we looking at?
Less pets.
Looking at a turkey goosing somebody on a farm.
We're looking at baby goats, for God's sakes.
Mm-hmm.
They're a big seller. You know, people think sex sells. It's baby goats.
Really?
Yes. And chickens.
I bet you BlackRock doesn't own them.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, they might own all the chickens, but that's just to kill us off if we don't comply.
Right.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But I mean, these companies are just so huge. Like, it kind of brings to mind that those monopoly laws.
Well, exactly what I think is going to be happening in the not too distant future.
Right.
It must. Because what's the problem with the U.S. government? It's corporate controlled, foreign interest controlled. And in order to stop that, you have to go after the people that hold the financial interest in the corporations and do all that lobbying and stuff like that. Yes. The way I see places like Vanguard and BlackRock, they're like the Medici for the cabal. You know?
Very true.
It's where the money's hidden and played around and, used for black op things and all kinds of stuff that the people never hear about because it's such a vast amount of wealth, to be able to pin down the particulars of every transaction, et cetera, are incredibly difficult, especially for anyone not operating at the level that they operate at to even understand a great deal of it.
Right.
Or know where to look or ask what kind of questions. So that kind of thing. So I think that's how they get away with it. And yeah. So I think the U.S. government has got to distance itself from, these kind of institutions and the corporations, and because they make zero policy that has any benefit to the people. They never would. It's against their interests to do that. And I mean, everything from criminal law to, every kind of legislation you can think of. It's not going to go unless it's in their interest.
Right. Well, and it leads me to so many more other questions too. Like, okay, we got the incoming Trump administration coming in, and Doge is cleaning house and all that great stuff.
Right.
And Kash Patel and the FBI, and it seems everywhere you turn, more great stuff.
Right.
But I know, and there's a great number of lawyers that'll agree with me, if you were to take down just one of these companies using the monopoly laws and funding that whole case, it would take, I would say it would probably take close to a decade before there was any.
Right, if it were handled in the traditional precedented way. But all of this has been occurring in pretty much a wartime scenario, and their influence and actions as it pertains to the running of the United States of America and the administrations thereof make it something so much more significant.
Right.
So I wouldn't expect, unprecedented treasonous acts
it
to be resolved in precedented ways.
Okay, I see.
We've
where you're going.
never seen anything like we have seen. And it's been going on for decades, but we've just become super aware of it in the last decade. In the history of the world, nobody's ever seen the level of treason that's been committed by all of these people.
Yeah.
Ongoing, And where did it begin? It began in 1913 with the creation of the Fed. So it has to end at the beginning. So the financial institutions and their side of the triangle of the cabal, so financial is one, government is the other, religion is the third. It all has to be dismantled.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get that. And I understand about debanking too. That's a big thing this week.
That was really, and you know what? I mean, it's not like you don't know this stuff is going on.
Right.
But I had no idea it was going on in that sort of organized manner at that scale.
Oh, yeah.
I really didn't.
Well, now here's the other interesting thing, though. You apply that to this conversation about what has to be done and what we have to do and all the things. It's
right.
Literally too much these days to list anymore. In order to achieve that, we would have to have ways of debanking them.
Right. And you can be sure that they've taken measures to prevent any kind of, action against them. So again, it's going to have to be in a completely unprecedented, sweeping way.
Yeah.
And I like to mention this when we, all right, I'll tell you when we get to that story.
Unorthodox. Think unorthodox, folks, like pets on a stream about politics and current events.
Yes, exactly. Hey, look, thinking out of the box is where it's at.
I can't.
Right.
I can't.
What did people say when Elon said that his rockets are going to come back to Earth and park themselves?
Well, this is true.
So don't talk to me about my pets. I think it was a great idea.
Well, yeah, except I would have had a moon base on the moon in 1970. Moving on.
Yeah, I think he was like, let's see, in 1970, I was 1. So
yeah. So
think
yeah.
Elon
so maybe,
was born in 70.
So maybe don't talk about what you don't know. There you go. There you go. So I'm going to pull away from the pets now because we have to go
Yes.
back to the browser
Because he didn't follow instructions and put it in that small box.
That's right. And when
That's
you
okay.
have an employee like this, folks, you need to immediately and without delay, with zero prejudice, fire them and escort them out of the building. You do. You just get them gone.
Trump would.
Because I'll tell you, if you don't, I'll just hang out here forever. I'll
Yeah?
just be a fixture here and then taking all your money and.
Well, there'll have to be disciplinary actions, though.
Oh my. Yeah. All right. So back to the Browsertron and not this idiot here. Boom.
Right.
Oh. What's next up on the old hit list here? Coming to us from
Oh, yes, this.
Natalie Danielson. Not Natalie Danielson. Don't screw up. It's Natalie Danielson.
I can't see it.
Do you think that's a fake name? I think that's a fake name. Read the community note on this ACLU post. Here we go. The ACLU posted, the state of Florida never provided medically necessary gender-affirming care to Dwayne Owen,
Right.
causing her enormous suffering. Yes, Dwayne.
Yes.
Her.
Yes.
Enormous suffering. Jeez, Dwayne. God. Causing her enormous suffering and violating her right
Yes.
to be free from cruel and unusual punishment for more than 30 years she was in state custody. I did not know we had a right to be free from cruel and unusual punishment. I have not seen that one.
Are you serious?
Mm.
Because it's there. It's in our founding documents, actually.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I can see it in the U.S. Code.
Well, that's why.
Or maybe in the military laws.
That's what we're all about. You know, ensuring that people are treated fairly and not victims of cruel and unusual punishment.
Okay, but now hold on. More than 30 years that she was in state custody. Why was she in state custody?
Read on,
Oh.
because she is dead now.
Well, readers added context to this lovely post. In 1984, Owen murdered and raped both a 14-year-old girl and a 38-year-old mother as a woman. Apparently. Right? Well, come on. If we're going to go down that road, you got to stick with
Well,
the story.
no, stick with. Is that what it says there? Because I can't see it yet. I'm on delay.
Yeah. Owen's lawyers argued insanity. Psychiatrists for the state testified Owen faked schizophrenia and had no signs of gender dysphoria. His records indicate the exhibits sexual sadism. Now, I don't know a lot, but I do know this. To be able to fake schizophrenia would be something extremely difficult. Yes or no?
Yes, depends on the therapist evaluating, but yeah.
Well, this
I
is...
mean, basically, all you have to do is say you hear voices and have hallucinations. There are more invasive and, conclusive tests for that sort of thing. But initially, you can claim it as a defense. It's, yeah. All you have to do pretty much is sit and be catatonic if you can pull that off.
Easy.
Yeah.
No problem. Interesting. Okay.
But yes, no, he didn't do it as a woman. He didn't commit the crimes as a woman.
Okay.
The point of the entire thing is that over the course of time, he decided while he was in prison that he was a woman. And now he's got the American Civil Liberties Union putting out all this crap in its defense to further the globalist cabal agenda. Exactly. Stuff like that. Right on.
Yeah.
So sorry about that. That was me. I thought I muted my monitor. Sorry about that.
Well, the interesting thing is this about a crime that happened in 1984?
He was just executed for it. And the ACLU is put it out in June of 2023. But Elon today said and used this as the example of why the ACLU has to be defunded. And yeah, and I added that not only because it's a Soros joint, but yeah, absolutely. If you look into the funding for that place as well, because they're supposedly a nonprofit, sure, they can get away with being a nonprofit because that particular organization isn't about making money. It's about destroying countries.
Right.
Well, this one in particular. So, yeah. And that's how they get away with this crap. And Elon sees it. Everybody else sees it. And I certainly agree that the ACLU needs to be defunded, as does the Anti-Defamation League, because it's the same thing. And when people start understanding what all of these organizations and 501c and all these other things have been set up to actually do,
Right.
and that they're funded by the Open Society Foundation and places like that, other shell companies that just use their name and influence to, shuffle money around and, fund political candidates, for example.
Yeah.
Right? Then it's obvious where an entire division needs to, target and dismantle if we're to rebuild this nation as it was intended.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's part of the whole reason. So I'm absolutely on board 100% with Elon with defunding those kind of organizations because it's crap. We have a constitution and that's it. We don't need these organizations whining about mistreatment or all this other crap. We are all equally protected under the Constitution. And if you have an issue with it, you can take it up with the Supreme Court. You can take it up in whatever context of whatever your, issue is. But we don't need these super organizations to go out and not only hunt for social injustices, but fabricate them and forward an agenda that is anti-American to its core.
Yeah.
Is essentially what it is.
Yeah.
So that's why I felt this story was important to mention today.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for that.
Yes, you're welcome.
There you go. Now, just because you got your screen of the animals there, I'm going to go do a live shot outside the Furycast studios right now. It's close to sunset there. You can sort of see it off in the horizon there. But you're wondering what? Oh, yeah. Well, this is the post-Biden-lictic. Look at that there. The post-apocalyptic, Biden-lictic.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a live shot there.
Okay.
2024.
Got it. Okay. Right on.
What's your problem, man? You're crazy.
And now I'm seeing it. It didn't make sense until it actually popped up on my delayed screen. Yes.
Well, it's okay. Rest easy.
That could have been what this nation looked like if Trump hadn't won again.
We're back to pets.
Yes, we're back to pets. Actually, let's move on because it's 4:35.
Right.
And as we are wont to do, we run over.
We don't usually, but okay.
Well, somehow we magically managed to make it work.
Now, grab your popcorn and your flags because we are going downtown with Pete Hegseth.
Yes.
Right here, baby.
Right. Well, this is just an image. The next one's a video.
Yep.
So what does it say there?
Well, from Pete Hegseth himself, he says, "I'm doing this for war fighters, not the warmongers. The left is afraid of disruptors and change agents. They're afraid of real Donald Trump and me. So they smear with fake anonymous sources and BS stories. They don't want truth. Our warriors never back down, and neither will I."
Right.
That was December 4th, to the tune of 3.3 million views. That's today.
Yeah.
So he's not having it. Damn you.
Right. Well, here's the thing. They're renewed call to, disqualify him because they're pooping their pants, and rightly so. And I wanted to do this story today.
Okay.
And
we do have the video. You want to
we
go
do
to the
have
video?
the video of his mom. Yes, please.
Okay.
Roll the video.
What's one thing about Pete people don't realize?
That he's got a big heart, that he's very smart.
Yeah.
He's the most faithful patriot of this country. He loves his country, He's fought and almost died for his country. He's he's a good dad. He's an amazing son and father. And that's the Pete I want people to know.
What's one thing?
Right.
There you go.
So as a mother, I can totally see that genuine sentiment.
Nobody
there.
would know better than her. Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I felt like we needed to do this because I think everybody I know anyway, at least I haven't really heard any different, is absolutely 100,000% on board with Pete. And people, especially the left, which is hysterical, expect that everybody we're putting into office to solve the problems that we've identified in a way in which we find satisfactory, which is why we elected them, expects them to be saints, unblemished saints, non-human, pillars of whatever. And life is just not like that. And people are just not like that. And it's the people that are flawed that become great people.
Yeah.
And the left hasn't a clue of any of that because they're damaged, ineffective, inadequate, and they always will be unless they wake up and do the hard work like the great people have. They just don't get that. And they use that and they say this and they ride their moral high horse with their ridiculous immorality. And I want Pete and his mom to know that we, the people of this country, are 100% on board with this, and we're going to demand it because we understand the importance of the position and what needs to be done. It's difficult when you're typing on Twitter and you're shadow banned as I am and nobody sees my stuff. But there's certain messages that kind of really need to get out there.
Yeah.
And I think I responded to a tweet today where 100 Navy SEALs are getting ready to march on D.C. to show their support for Pete.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, I did see that.
And, again, the lie-in media will never show you that sort of thing.
Right.
But it has to get out there. It has to be known that unlike 2020 and all the garbage narrative that's been put out over the last 8-9 years, the will of the people will not be usurped this time. The will of the people will not be pushed aside or glossed over or poo-pooed or negotiated. It's not going to be negotiated this time. And I did want to say something else because there's a lot of people out there worried to death that, Trump's appointees won't get confirmed. I'm going to go back to what I said at the beginning of the show, where unprecedented treason calls for unprecedented measures. And I said it would be the greatest thing. I can't say that's what's going to happen. But as soon as Trump is inaugurated, the treasonous Dems and rhinos need to be removed from the House and the Senate, dragged out of there, and then we need to move forward from there. Sure, there's only going to be a few left, but that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm over this. Well, he can appoint them for 260 days or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But no, that's not good enough. We, the people, have already rendered our decision on who we want, and that's it. The House and the corrupt Senate don't get to say otherwise for us.
And yeah, I get what you're saying now. Yeah, we pretty much unanimously, aside from what the media says, pretty much unanimously said, yeah, we want this guy back. Thank the gods he's still alive.
Anybody
and
yep.
cognizant and together and can still do the job for America that he did the first time. Amen. But we're also saying with those votes, anything you need to do, sir, you do it.
Exactly.
Because he has been extremely vocal and extremely fact-based on everything he has ever said at any one of those millions of MAGA rallies.
Yep.
And there's no arguing it.
And his actions. It's not about Trump's not really a politician, but I guess he's kind of is now. But it's not about what he says. It's about those actions.
Right.
It's about telling Trudeau that if Canada doesn't like the tariffs, then we'll just annex you. How about that?
Yeah.
It's about telling Iran that if a hair of an American head is harmed, you're going to be a hole. It's about that.
Exactly.
And these are the things that he does when it counts. And this is why we overwhelmingly reelected him. And with that reelection came approval of his every appointment.
Yeah.
Because we, the people, we know we don't know everything. We know that we have no idea about the particulars and the minutia of the plans that he has and the things that he's going to do. And we just have to go with that. And I think for the first time, maybe in the last 100 years, we feel like that about a president.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? You've proven to us that you are going to work for us. And here, like you said, whatever you need, go to it. You have our full support. Go.
Yeah. 100%. And you know, I'm rewinding to the 2020 insurrection. You know, I don't recall. Maybe there were. You know, I'm not, you know, the end all be all here, but I will say this: I don't recall when those treasonous scumbags got into the White House and started crossing out the XL pipeline and crossing out and auctioning off our fuel reserves and everything. I don't recall a single person out there questioning any of his cabinet appointees. I don't recall that. Did you see that? I didn't see that.
I can't even tell you who they were. I paid
people like Buttigieg and
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And,
well, see, we didn't bother to vocally oppose those because to us,
we were still in shock from the stolen election.
No, it was a faux administration from beginning to end.
Right.
It wasn't real, and all of that was proved out over the course of the last 4 years when everything these so-called appointees did was ridiculous. Like the blatant opposite of anything that would be good for this nation.
Yeah.
So it just proved more to me that, you know, we were watching something that was intended to be exactly
like so
what
much
it was.
so that, you know, the head of the Department of Transportation is riding a bike to work. Look, I can ride a bike. See? And you would think
Right.
that, of course, you're not going to get anything back on that. It's like, yeah, okay, you can ride a bike.
Right.
Figure your shit out, loser. Like, what are you doing? But when the president then comes out and proves that he can't ride a bike, it just added to the whole thing. It's just like, yeah, okay, you stole the election. You're going to do what you're going to do. We'll just wait here. Wake us when it's over, kind of thing.
That was my position, yeah.
Well, problem is look at all the bloody damage. And now today...
Yes, but here's the thing. It all had to be raised anyway to be rebuilt.
Okay.
So when you look at it that way, what's better? We do the raising or you let your enemy do the raising?
Well, I'm just wondering how much more raising is going on with the end of this administration when last Monday...
Well, we're going to talk about that too. We're going to
Okay.
talk about that too.
All right.
It's number 5.
All right.
Yes.
All right, I'm out of here. Moving on.
Yes, let's move on to number 4 because, oh my gosh, it's 4:45.
Number 4 is
Yeah.
Juanita Broderick bringing it to us today. Mitt Romney's farewell speech. Good riddance to this dirtbag. And I am assuming I am playing the video.
Yes, play the video and keep it rolling. I'll be right back.
You sure you don't want to just watch Pets?
I will.
I would want to watch the Pets before watching Mitt Romney deliver any words, but that's just me. All right, well, let's see what he says.
There are some today who would tear at our unity, who would replace love with hate, who deride our foundation of virtue, or who debase the values upon which the blessings of heaven depend. Now, I've been in public service for 25 years. I have learned that politics alone cannot measure up to the challenges we face. A country's character is a reflection not just of its elected officials, but also of its people. I leave Washington to return to be one among them and hope to be a voice of unity and virtue. For it is only if the American people merit his benevolence that God will continue to bless America. May he do so, is my prayer.
What resounding
There are some
applause.
today who would tear at our unity.
Yeah, I'd tear it
Resounding applause. So I told Mittens in his post today not to worry. He'll get last words up on the platform.
Oh, well, that was nice of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll make sure of it. And this is just what I'm saying. Here's something else that's important and I wanted to mention. He's done. He will hold no power again.
Did he ever, Mitt Romney?
Well, he's 25 years, senator, all that stuff. He's got the same as everybody else sitting in that fancy room. So,
well, okay, there's that.
yeah. So like the Bushes, like the Obamas, like the Clintons, they're never going to hold any power again here. So while I want to see public executions because I think we deserve it, we deserve that.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
We also have to be aware that deals have been made for information and furthering our mission objective
Okay.
that might include them escaping with their lives, but forever being relegated to obscurity, whatever. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen for the Clintons and the Obamas. Bush Sr.'s already dead.
Yeah.
All right, we'll circle back to Bush Jr. But will that be public? I don't know, because the revelation about the truth in 9/11 might be too much for people. So I don't know. I don't know. I can't say. It's not my call. If it were my call, everybody knows what I'd do. But it's not. But he's done. And I'm sure this isn't the last we're going to hear of him if we start to revisit the treasons of the past, because he's had a massive hand in it. Not the least of which is the Ukraine coup in 2014. So,
Right.
yeah. So that's why I wanted to talk about that, not because I needed to give any time to Mittens, but yeah. I wanted to assure that this isn't somebody that's just going to go retire and go fishing. If he does, it's going to be like Fredo went fishing in The Godfather.
That would be nice.
Did you, do you know what I mean? Did you see that?
Did I see The Godfather? Really? Wow.
All right. I'm not sure. You never watched Sopranos, and that's utterly shocking to me. Yes, Bubba, it was.
Whatever.
Mossad is CIA is Mossad.
Whatever. I got your pets up, so you know.
Oh my goodness.
There you go. See,
Oh
but
my
every
goodness.
time I hear this, oh, the people can't. They're not going to be able to handle it. They can't take it. Blah blah blah. That's like telling me, well, you watch all these episodes of this series you like so much, but the last episode you'll never get to see. It's been classified. I'm sorry. I'm still going to watch the series. It's okay.
Understood. Yeah, I know. I get that. But it's not my call. I mean, look, I'm somebody who you know, give me the unvarnished truth rather than dressed up lies.
Yeah.
And that's just me because I'm somebody that works with what is in front of me.
Yeah.
And moves forward. I don't ever go backward. So, but not everybody is like that. And to realize that everything you thought you knew about the world that you lived in was a lie is going to be overwhelming to the more sensitive people. And that's just the way of it.
But aren't the sensitive people the ones that really have gotten us into this mess the last 4 years?
Well, not entirely, because, you know, patriots can be sensitive too. Look at all the ones that want me to send the traitors to jail instead of to the scaffold.
Well, that's true.
That's a classic example right there. Like, you realize they have tried to kill you and put you in camps for the last 8 years.
Right.
And you want to send them to a cushy jail where they get 3 squares and a cot and watch TV.
Well, and
Really?
really with all the money just flying away.
The money will be recouped in spades, I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Don't forget, part of those executive orders early in 2016 were the seizure of all the assets of everyone complicit in this sort of thing.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've changed it from platform to scaffold. I'm getting close now. It's getting closer. So I'm starting to get, you know, more descriptive.
All right. Well, we're going to have to leave Bruno in the bathroom with the toilet paper for a moment and go back to the Browsertron 5000 with the next item up for bids here.
Right.
It's from Benny Johnson. Breaking. Speaker Johnson rejects Biden's request for additional Ukraine funding, saying he will wait for direction from the new commander-in-chief. Now, this is a video. You want it rolled?
Yep, please.
All righty.
Biden administration requested to attach to upcoming CR additional aid to Ukraine, $24 billion. Do you planning to do that? What is your position?
I'm not planning to do that. There are developments by the hour in Ukraine. I think, as we predicted, and as I said to all of you, weeks before the election, if Donald Trump is elected, it will change the dynamic of the Russia war on Ukraine. And we're seeing that happen. So it is not the place of Joe Biden to make that decision now. We have a newly elected president, and we're going to wait and take the new commander-in-chief's direction on all of that. So I don't expect any Ukraine funding to come up now.
Okay.
All right.
Two things. One, this is about as telling as it gets about the climate in D.C. right here.
We don't recognize the current administration.
Exactly.
F them, and we're going to wait till January 20th. Piss on all of you.
Exactly that.
There you go.
And two, when Mike Johnson was put in, everybody was like freaking out. And then he made so many subsequent calls that we were like, yep, he was a bad pick. We knew it. We knew it. We knew it. I submit that, again.
It's got to him.
No. I submit that he was put there for exactly this reason.
Evidentiary gathering.
No, well, you know what? There is that too, but that's gone on with a lot of things. But no, I mean, there's two scenarios. Don't forget that after Trump won, there was a plane with Trump and Elon and RFK and somebody else. I can't remember who else. Eating McDonald's and Mike Johnson standing behind them.
That's right.
So there is so much more to whatever that relationship is
Than we see
and that we know.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to consider what we don't know when we're considering things.
Which is something I hear nobody ever do. They're always there just react. Oh, this guy's a scumbag. Oh, this
Right.
guy.
Yes. Right. And I try to do that because I would prefer to reserve judgment than be knee jerky like men are and be wrong.
Listen to this.
Yes. So yeah. So I submit there's a lot more to the Mike Johnson story.
Mm-hmm.
And appearances, especially in DC, are never what they are. So,
It's true.
So that's why I wanted to bring this up. Plus, it's awesome that, you know, that scumbag grifting piece of crap puppet Zelensky isn't getting another penny right now.
Bubba says, I was there. I know everything.
You were where?
He was there. Wherever there was, he knows.
Well, okay.
We should have him on as a guest tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good.
Yes.
Good. And actually, that's something you again, another example of you're never going to hear it anywhere else. XtalkLIVE. That's the place to be.
That's right.
Yeah. So just wait longer.
Just wait a little longer.
There you go.
Not much longer now.
Well, no.
When I
no.
told you to wait
He was-
longer 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I understood why you were like, no, but now we're there. We're here.
Well, I got to say, Mike Johnson or whoever's in the position, I've never heard someone in that position go before the cameras and say that, yeah, we're just going to ignore this president and wait for the new one.
Yes. That's massive. It's huge.
That's never been done before.
No. More unprecedented
Like
stuff.
right till the stroke of the swearing in of the new one.
Yeah.
That other one is the president.
Essentially, he's disavowed this administration
Absolutely.
and nullified it like it will be eventually in history anyway. So, yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of people out there posting, well, you know, we got to erase all this from history.
I
Well,
know.
Then you
and
do
I
them
said
to repeat
no,
it.
right?
No,
Yep.
it's
I
got to
said
be.
no. It should be a cautionary tale.
Yeah.
But examples have to be made, as per our dear friend Pepe, that would deter even the most power-hungry psychopath from doing this ever again.
Absolutely.
And that means flaying and hanging them and all, from the posts and leaving them there and stuff like that. But again, not my call.
But oh, if it was.
If it was, oh boy.
What a world.
What a world. And we have to get some sound effects for each days of the week. Now, today is WTF Wednesday.
WTF Wednesday.
Right. And we need some kind of really good intro for the WTF Wednesday clip. And I did these stories so long ago today that I don't even remember what it is. But with 4 minutes on the clock, if you would roll WTF Wednesday's clip.
This is the best I got for you, Kate.
Okay.
What the?
Beep. Wednesday. Yeah.
There, we'll just edit that later. It'll
We're
be
going to
great.
record that. Yeah, it'll be a thing. You can just press a button next Wednesday.
Hey,
Got
come
it.
on. You fired me.
I
It's
didn't
not like
fire you. You fired yourself.
it's not like I work here anymore.
I didn't do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Stand by, folks. We have to intersperse pets for a second,
Yes.
then on to
Well,
the
that's
next.
because somebody didn't follow directions, but that's okay. Yeah.
Hey, Scooter. There's Scooter. Look at him.
Oh.
Need a Scooter.
Oh my goodness.
Rub the tummy. Rub the. Wait, who's the other? Oh. Well, there you go. Make your pets famous. Get
I
'em on
love this channel, this YouTube channel, thepetcollective.com.
Get 'em
I
on
put it
X
on a
Talk Live.
lot. Sometimes the cats are interested, sometimes they're not. The dog's never interested. And yeah, so. Yeah.
Well, it looks like our next video from a WTF Clips is going to bring the animals right back here again. We seem to have a theme.
Okay.
That is what we're on, right?
We're on WTF Wednesday. Yes, we are.
Well, there it is, and I see some deer getting some.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I remember now. Okay, roll the clip.
All right.
Get on!
Our dog.
Stop! Go! Get out of here! He's gonna. I don't want him to. Go! Go!
Go. Go.
Go!
Go on.
Get!
What the?
Go on! Go on! Get! Get off our freaking porch! Go! Go on!
Go on.
I have
Get out of here.
questions.
Come on, Ernie.
Yeah.
Baby, it's
This is the wildest shit I've ever seen in my life. I don't know what to do.
Here, you
I'm about
get
to shoot him.
here. No, move
Rooney,
the
come
chair
on.
and let our dog in.
Rooney, come on.
Come on, baby. Get in here, Rooney. Get on there.
Go.
All right.
Go, baby.
The dog's like, no, man, I love him.
Well, that's one of my
Yes.
questions.
Holy
Why?
crap. What is wrong with it?
What?
Come on out, baby.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, just I'm taking up the first comment here just because it's my last day. Now, the guy's sitting there having a beer with his wife out on the porch there, enjoying the evening. Their dog comes up the stairs, and attached is a buck, and he's giving it to her.
Him.
Right?
The dog's a him. His name's Rudy. Rudy.
Oh, see, well, that's sad because
Well,
my
that's the question.
first thought was, hey, let him have his fun.
Right.
We'll have deer puppies to sell in the spring.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
A brand new breed, never before seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be worth $10,000 or $15,000 a pup. Right? They have about 9 of them.
That's crazy.
There we go. Right?
So, but why was the dog letting the deer? It's a boy dog for one, and for
Well-
two, why doesn't it know it's not a dog also? And
He is suffering from rover dysphoria.
it's something is going on there.
Yeah.
The reason I glommed onto this today is because I've grown up in the woods and stuff. I've had lots of
You've had a lot of guys pump you.
I've had a lot of houses in the woods and the mountains and stuff. It's the lifestyle I like. And I've seen deer, bear. I've had a menagerie of all different wild animals, and you can attest to that.
Yeah.
I've never seen interspecial sexual assault.
That's true.
It's been a half century, and this is the first time I've seen that.
True.
So if anybody else has heard of that or something, let me know, because we could have just witnessed history, although I doubt it, but we could have. And
Now-
it's very strange, and it's a very WTF kind of thing.
It is. It is when you really think about it.
Right.
I try not to think of these things, but if you got it, you're right. It's there. I'm actually kind of perplexed now and wondering, what the hell's wrong with the deer, or what the hell's wrong with the dog, or
Exactly.
what
And
the
then the
hell's-
deer was even trying to follow the dog into the house.
the hell's wrong with the
Not
owner?
deterred at all by the humans.
No.
And why didn't the guy just go up to the deer and push him back? It's an adolescent. He's not going to stab him with his nice little fuzzy antlers.
The-
What is going on?
The guy was a pussy.
Yeah, I have to
you
concur
could-
there.
You could tell.
I would have been going up there and petting him and, pushing him away, but, being nice about it. Right?
I'm not going to pet any animal that's engaged in sexual conduct with anything. Hey, how's it going? No, not entering the threesome zone.
All right. Well, listen, we still have the FAFO of the day to go. But before we do, I want to sign off and ask you to please visit Furycast.com. Subscribe. What?
Hold on. I'm just letting you know I've gone back to the pets for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Subscribe to my Substack at zerodarkkitty.substack.com. Share our streams on whatever platform you're on. Like and subscribe. We really, really appreciate it. If you like our work, consider a super follow. Send us a tip by clicking the dollar bill on my X profile. I think you put those on the banner today, too. Didn't you?
Wow,
Yeah, the
wow.
Venmo, the Cash App, all that stuff.
Yep.
Or consider a donation to paypal.me/Kate2010. We really appreciate it. This is all we do because it's what we love to do, and we want to keep doing it for you. Take us out of here, Crash.
We hope you'll join us here again tomorrow.
You can ad lib. You know that, right?
Have a great night and stay tuned for the FAFO of the day.
Right on. You said it right.
I said it right. See? There we go.
Awesome.
That only took me a week.
Awesome. All right.
I don't know if anybody can tell. I don't like the script thing.
No.
I don't like the script.
Well, you're supposed to ad lib it. It's just a guide.
Well, you see, here's the thing, and I was going to actually have this conversation with you before the stream today, but I didn't get time. We had other things going on. I was going to say that this would flow a lot better if we did the FAFO of the day and then come back for a minute. Because quite often you've got those ones where it's like, oh, did you like contestant number 1, 2, or 3?
Okay.
You never get the answer to that because we don't roll that till you've done your sign off. We're out of here.
Right.
Do that. And then everybody's like, oh, I want to tell you what my, but we're gone. And I'm just like, that's not good hosting. What the
True
hell you
story.
No.
All right.
It should be the FAFO. And then we do the outros.
Okay.
See?
Fine.
Does that make sense?
It does. We'll do that tomorrow. And until then, love you more than catnip.
Okay. All right. Fine. I can go back to here. Okay. Here's the FAFO of the day. I actually said it right. I can't believe I said it right. FAFO of the day.
So proud of you.
That's not it. I'm an idiot.
See, all you're worrying about my script.
It's a good thing you shit canned me on the air. It's good. You get the security guy here. You got a busted ass Amazon box with my crap in it. And I'm out the door. I love it. I love it. No, this is great. Thank you. I'll take this with me to my grave. All right, gang. Here is the FAFO of the day, and then you're on your own. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow, 4 o'clock.
Well, it appears to be a nice little drive. Everybody's cruising to the tune, singing some songs, and it appears a little bug that can do absolutely nothing to you. And they are all freaking out as she continues this slap buffet, slapping the living shit out of this girl. My God, I think it's all over. Putting other lives in danger all because of a little freaking bug. The best part of this is not only the slaps, but the reaction. The fear starts to settle in, and she's like, oh my God, this little bug! And she just starts to slap buffet, slaps the living snot out of her, a couple of shots to the back of the dome, a couple of shots to the front, giving her the taste of the backhand. Just about every combination of slap is being utilized here tonight, and we'll just go ahead and flip it on to Benny Hill mode. Well, it appears to be a nice little drive. Everybody's cruising to the tune, singing some songs.